Hi, my name is Dennis Finesse. I'm a professor, author, and motivational speaker. For the past 20 years, I've traveled all over North America, meeting incredible people with amazing life stories. On Whoa, Who Said That, we're going to highlight the most extraordinary individuals and discuss their triumphs, accomplishments, obstacles, and achievements. This isn't your ordinary digital series. This is Whoa, Who Said That? Hi everybody, this is Dennis Finesse and you're watching Whoa, Who Said That? Today I'm here to talk about the NBA, which is my favorite sport. As basketball has already been going for 2 weeks right now and a lot has happened. But there's 3 factors to consider which will impact the outcome of this season. First of all, number 1, Ben Simmons. When is he showing up in Philadelphia? Right now he's an absolute disaster, not playing, not coming. It has that team upside down right now. Where he goes, if he ends up in Philadelphia, if he gets traded to another team, they're able to get other pieces, that's going to determine what happens to that team. I'm a Celtic fan. In 2008, we saw what Doc Rivers did with that team. He has a messes here. Let's see what happens. Speaking of messes, let's go all the way over to the left side of the East Coast to Brooklyn. The Brooklyn Nets, by far the most talented team in basketball right now. However, Kyrie Irving's acting up again. We saw what he did in Cleveland. We saw what he did in Boston. And now he's starting in Brooklyn all over again. Their team is loaded, absolutely loaded. But he's not there. He's not there because he's not vaccinated. And the Nets aren't taking that, they're not taking the chance on that. So that is a major problem to consider. And then the last one, I will say the age of players and who is going to be healthy. Another team that's very loaded with talent, and it's going to determine, the health is going to determine a lot. When you look at the Lakers, when you look at teams like that, they have some aging players, but they're loaded with talent. That's going to be a big factor going towards the end of the season. All right, when it comes to the MVP, I think we have a 3-man race. Third will be Devin Booker out in Phoenix. I think he's winning an MVP over the next few years. I think his star is rising. I think Phoenix is going to win a title, if not this year, within the next couple of years. Booker's the main guy there. He has an MVP coming in his arsenal very soon. Kevin Durant, he will always be in discussion. He's a top player in the league right now. I think what's holding Durant back is, once again, don't want to keep bringing it up, but Kyrie Irving's not there. They're missing a point guard. James Harden, his game is in disarray right now. So we need those 2 guys going so Durant can do his thing and not have so much pressure on him. So I'm going to put my early season MVP is going to be Giannis. Giannis already has a couple MVPs. He got his title. He's playing really loose. Watch Giannis pulling the MVP this year. Coach of the Year is going to be a 2-man race. I have it down to 2 guys, Steve Nash and Doc Rivers. Both of them have a lot of work to do this year with their players, 2 of their top players not being there. If I were to guess right now, I don't think it's going to work with Ben Simmons in Philadelphia. He has not felt comfortable there. He hasn't made his way back. Obviously, a lot of problems last year with the way Doc Rivers handled that situation. But if by some chance, if Doc Rivers can orchestrate it and pull Ben Simmons, Embiid, put everybody on one page, he could have a title. That team is loaded with talent. They have a chance, but I don't see that happening. However, I do see Kyrie Irving getting vaccinated at some point, and that talent out there in Brooklyn is way too much. And I really like what Steve Nash did with him last year. I just think that, once again, as I mentioned earlier, injuries happen to some teams, and one of the healthiest teams ended up winning last year. If that team is healthy, if Irving's there, if Irvin, Harden, Durant, they've put amazing pieces around them, I think Steve Nash has the perfect personality for that team, and he can lead them. That's why he's my choice for Coach of the Year. All right, for the Rookie of the Year, I have it coming down to 2 guys. It's coming out of Houston. It's coming out of Detroit. You know who the guys are. First of all, Jalen Green. Right now, Jalen Green has the edge because, first of all, he's healthy. We've yet to see Cade Cunningham play yet this year, but Jalen Green is off to a great start. I see him having a very, very, very big year. And one of the things when you have rookies of the year, you may have some really talented guys that are on some teams where they're not going to get the minutes. Houston's not going to be good. Detroit's not going to be good. So they're going to play a lot of minutes this year. So you have Jalen Green. The only other guy in the discussion was the #1 pick, Cade Cunningham. I think he's the next Magic Johnson of basketball. His potential is just going to skyrocket. However, I really don't think he has a lot of talent around him right now. I think it's going to take a while for him to show his skills and be able to make it to the next level. So that's why my early season prediction is going to go to Jalen Green. Watch him be the Rookie of the Year this year. Sixth Man of the Year, I'm going to go to my hometown team, the Boston Celtics. I like some of the pickups they did this year. I know they're not off to a really good start, but I think Udoka's really trying to find his way with this team. I'm going to give you my sixth Man of the Year is going to be Schroeder. Schroeder is one of my favorite players in the NBA. I still, to this day, first of all, can't believe he didn't sign that contract for over $70 million with the Los Angeles Lakers. I know he probably regrets that at this point, but when I saw that the Celtics were able to land him for $5 million, what he gives them is he gives them a veteran presence off the bench that can put up a lot of points in a hurry. And with Marcus Smart in the starting lineup, I think they're going to go back and forth between Schroeder and Smart and move some guys around, put Josh Richardson in. But as it is right now, I think Schroeder's going to be that guy that's going to give him some punch once he gets his feet wet, once they all get to know each other. Watch him. He's going to be the sixth Man of the Year. To make it in the top 4 teams in the East is going to be a dogfight this year. There's some teams that are making a lot of progress. I know Hawks had a great run last year. However, I think some of that run had to do with some players getting hurt, some teams not playing up to their potential. So I don't see them sneaking into the top 4 this year. I have the Brooklyn Nets, who I've already spoken about a lot. If they get all their players, they're going to be there. The Philadelphia 76ers, if they get Ben Simmons there to play with Embiid, or if they trade Simmons, get a great package to put around a team, I think that's going to be an explosive team. Milwaukee Bucks, they're going to be there standing. I think they'll definitely be in the Eastern Conference Finals. And then my team, the Boston Celtics, they're off to a terrible start right now, but I don't think they're playing together. I think Udoka's trying to put his stamp on the team. Stevens did a tremendous job before the season, gutting some players, putting more veteran presence around, but they're not really playing well together. Give them some time. Tatum and Brown are 2 top 15 players in the NBA right now. Marcus Smart gives them that defensive presence. Robert Williams, here's the key. If he can stay healthy, he puts up a double-double every night. I like them. Richardson coming off the bench. I like Schroeder coming off the bench. They're going to be in the top 4. However, coming to the Eastern Conference Finals, I have it down to the Nets, and I have it down to the Milwaukee Bucks. And I think the Nets, as I said, I think they're going to be okay at the end of the year. I think Irvin's there. I think they're healthy. And if that's the case, they're going to be going to the Eastern Conference Finals. And they're going to be a very difficult team to beat. So I have the Nets coming out. Out West, we're going to have a great race out West. There's 4 teams are going to battle. I don't think that the Mavericks are going to be there yet. I don't think Doncic has the talent around him. Once again, he's somebody that I could have mentioned the MVP race already, but I just don't think they're going to be a good enough team for him to get the consideration. He needs better guys around him. It makes me wonder how long he's going to last in Dallas unless they put together a better team. But top 4 teams, I have the Denver Nuggets. Jokic will be an MVP in the next few years. He is dynamite. I love what they've done over there. The Los Angeles Lakers are going to be there. What's going to happen with them? LeBron's getting older. Anthony Davis tends to get hurt. They're loaded with talent. They're going to be in consideration. You have the Utah Jazz with Gobert, with Williams. They're going to be there. And last year, our finalists, we had the Phoenix Suns. I already told you what I think of Devin Booker and Ayton. They're a great team. However, I think the Lakers are going to put it all together this year. It is going to be the Lakers going to the finals. LeBron's going to do it, and that's going to put up a great match. At last, we've made it to the NBA Finals. the Brooklyn Nets against the Los Angeles Lakers. This is going to be the best finals that we have seen since the 1980s when you had Bird with the Celtics, Johnson with the Lakers. This is going to be a battle. LeBron James against Kevin Durant. They're going to slug it out. It's going to be a 7-game fight. I can't wait to see it. I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be the Los Angeles Lakers. Los Angeles Lakers. King James is going to be standing there again. Get ready. 2022 NBA champs, the Los Angeles Lakers. There it is. These are my early season predictions for Whoa Who Said That. Let's go.